Hey guys, happy morning here from Tahiti. Coming to you live today this morning here from my from my sanctuary here in Tahiti. It's a beautiful sunny day outside, but I'm up here at the office doing this quick live call for you guys. Today is all about momentum and energy. I'm going to be giving you three keys of how to stay in momentum and how to generate more energy. But before I do that, let me quickly share this feed into a Facebook group as well. As we are live on Facebook, we're also live on YouTube and LinkedIn. So if you do me a favor, if you're watching this right now, please leave me a little comment in the comment section. Where are you watching from, and how's your day going by? And if you are um, and actually just put down something of how's your energy level. What's your energy levels right now? If you rate your level of energy from 0 to 10, so that would be awesome if you drop that over there, so I have a rough idea where we are. And while that, I am just going to drop this live into my Facebook group, and then we put the show on the road. Let's see who is here, who is watching, and let me just post that right there, and we are good to go. Cool. All right. So like I said, happy morning, happy afternoon, happy evening, whenever you are tuning in to this broadcast for three keys for more momentum and energy. And I wanted to start off by saying that when you think of the word momentum, is one of my favorite words, and it's one of those things that when we are in momentum, a lot of things happen. A lot of things happen for us. A lot of the ideas are coming to us. A lot of the people are coming to us. We just feel that things are moving forward when we are momentum. Now, being in the state of momentum, Miguel says there, my energy level is about 60%. That's awesome. So maybe you need a little bit of that boost over there. And Sandra, hey, how you doing? Hopefully things are great. I think you are in from Miami. So carrying on, saying that, so momentum really, what truly is momentum to me is energy. Momentum is something that it is the raw material of energy, if you will. And what is energy made of? Energy is something that we have to generate ourselves. Yes, we wake up with a little bit of energy, sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less, but I truly believe that we need to have these really robust routines, rituals, and habits in place of how can we generate more of this thing called energy. Because more energy we have, and we put that energy in use, we put that into a forward momentum, and then that will start leading into results, and those people coming to us and ideas and insights then leading into results that we are all after in this world. Okay, so the very first thing that I have for you, number one key of generating momentum and generating more energy is actually something a bit of reverse. You have to pluck your energy leaks. So whatever those leaks you might have, where you are losing energy, because a lot of the times we are only focusing on the generation side. We are only focusing on what we need to do to generate more energy or momentum. But what if we started from the opposite side? What if we started from the side of how can we pluck the leaking ship, if you will? I used to work on boats, and whenever you obviously know this very well, whenever the boat is taking in water, that is the number one priority to make sure the boat stays afloat. If the boat is taking in water, there's nothing more important than pluck those leaks first. So same thing kind of goes with the energy. Whenever you are losing energy, if you're just trying to steam the boat ahead faster, or you're trying to move forward faster, you're not taking, you're not solving the problem that is the priority in this case. So solving those energy leaks is number one thing. How do you do that? Or what are the most common places and spaces where people are losing energy? I would say number one thing is sleep. The second thing is the environmental thing, the which means the spaces and places and the people where we that are kind of quote unquote energy vampires, or the people that are stealing our energy, or the better yet, we are actually giving our energy away for these people to take it. So that is the kind of the side of the responsibility. I'm kind of getting a tiny bit off the topic, but if you get an idea when you say that, oh, that person stole my energy, you actually gave that energy away from you. You didn't take responsibility of your own energy, and then somebody else came and took it because they needed it more. So make sure you safeguard your energy very, very well and pluck the energy leaks. And then obviously from there, you can start moving on to the other side, which is how do we start generating more energy? Like I said, sleep is number one thing that I feel. And then momentum or movement, let's put it that way, movement is number two. And the third fundamental for energy generation is nutrition. A lot of people start from nutrition. I need to start eating better. I need to let go of eating meat, for example. I need to go vegan or whatnot. But I truly, truly believe from my own experience that number one thing is sleep. The second thing is movement. Once we are moving, we're lifting weights or going to the gym, going for a swim, walking up in the mountains, taking our dog out for a walk, doing karting, whatever it is that puts you in movement, that will start generating more energy. Okay. So that was number one thing. Pluck the energy leaks, and then from there start moving on to generating more of this thing called energy. Okay. So how do we then start getting into more of this thing called momentum that I'm a big fan of? What the second key element, if you will, is focus on the triggers. Focus on the triggers of your activity during the day. What do I mean by that? I'll give you an example that I use a lot, which is this example of going for a run, for example. When you're going for a run, especially if you're looking for a long run, and especially if you don't like running, like I didn't used to like running, it was very unpleasant activity. So what I had to do is I had to actually concentrate and focus only on putting my shoes on. Because once I put my shoes on, that was the trigger for the rest of the activity to start taking action, start taking momentum, if you will. So if you are, every single activity, every single element, every single action has a pre-action, has like a pre-habit, if you will, that then triggers the main activity into movement and into momentum. So if you are only focusing on that trigger, a lot of the times that is a easier way to look at the big picture instead of looking at the big chunk, the big hole, massive black hole, if you will, especially if it's something that is a little bit unpleasant to do, like let's say going for a run or going to the gym or even sending an email, for example, or having a tough conversation. What is the smallest thing that needs to happen that triggers then the big activity into place? So focus on triggers instead of the whole activity is the number two key element that I feel that is mandatory in order to generate momentum. And then the third one, the third key element in order to build momentum and generate more energy is build transition rituals. Build transition rituals and routines into your day. Kind of goes hand in hand with this whole idea of triggers, but what I mean by transitions is that when you're going from one activity to another, yes, there are those triggers in place, but you need to leave the previous activity behind before you can start moving on to the second activity. Okay, so building transition, what that does look like in reality, it looks like this. Before I start sending an email, before I, let's say after this live call, I'm gonna start putting together a email sequences and getting ready for my upcoming workshop, for our upcoming workshop, by the way, which is coming this Saturday, the 13th, called Momentum Mastery. So if you're interested of that, I will drop a link to that as well, just in a little bit. So hang on, it's completely free of charge. the completely free of charge the workshop. So I would love to see you there. If you look at Momentum Mastery, especially on LinkedIn or Facebook, you'll find it over there. And like I said, I'll drop the link right after this third key, which is the transitions. So get us back into the transition rituals and routines, which means that when we are releasing the previous activity and then setting an intention for the next activity, we are releasing the energy as well from that activity that we just had and moving on to the new activity with the new intention and with the fresh energy. What that looks like in reality for me is I might just get off my seat. I might, for example, 30 seconds do some push-ups or some pull-ups or some kind of physical activity. I might even recite the word release into my head or even saying it out loud, releasing the energy, if you will, the physical, mental, and emotional energy. I release that away from myself, away physically from my body, from my mind, and from my emotions. And then the next sort of 30 to 40 seconds, I am reciting something powerful as an intention. How do I want to show up for this next email? How do I want to show up for this next meeting, for example? Um, and then what is the intention that I want to bring? And I set that intention into my mind, into my body, and into my actions. And that way, it is a lot easier and a lot better way to start the new activity with the fresh mindset, with the fresh intention, and letting go of the past activity. So basically, building those kind of transition routines and rituals is a very, very key element of building more momentum and having more energy available for those things that you actually want to do. Okay, so those were the three key elements, as in the plug the energy leaks is number one, the second being the focus on the triggers, and the third key piece is build transition rituals and routines into your day. So hopefully that's helpful for you guys. And if that's super interesting, as I hope it is, and you want to take it a step further, this Saturday, upcoming Saturday, the 13th, I am putting together a free workshop called the Momentum Mastery. It is part of the Path of Change Lifestyle and Performance Workshop series. So this Saturday, the 13th, 11 a.m. Los Angeles, 2 p.m. New York time, and 7 p.m. London time, I'm putting this workshop together. So I'm going to drop the link right now, right here. So if you are yet to sign up, you can check that out right now. If you're checking this out on YouTube or Facebook, you'll see the link. Unfortunately, the LinkedIn viewers have to wait just a little bit. When I'm done with this live, I'm going to drop it into the comments of this live, and you can check it from there. I would love to see you there. It's like I said, it's completely free of charge. We have about 10 to 15 people signed up right now, so it will be a great event. And we're gonna dive 100 times or 10 times at least, 10 times deeper than these. I'm gonna have 7 of these key ideas and elements coming your way of how to build more momentum, how to generate more energy into your life, into your work life, into your relationships possibly as well, and how to really finally take charge of your life. So if that's interesting, please check out those links, and I would love to see you there. Other than that, if you have any questions, please let me know, and I can answer right now here in this live call some of the questions that you might have. And also, by the way, during the live call, excuse me, during the workshop, there's the workshop is going to be about 20 to 30 minutes, followed by a sort of 20-minute hot seat coaching session as well, which is always interesting. That's where you're getting the breakthroughs. That's where you're getting the ideas and insights coming your way, where I'm able to dissect your possibly bad behaviors. If you have bad, for example, let's say bad eating habits or exercise routines that need to be upgraded and updated, whatever it is, that where you want to build more momentum, where do you want to have more energy in your life, we are able to take that further. And there's obviously also a little super amazing cool offer coming up, invite for our Momentum Mastery workshop series. And after that, like I said, there will be a group coaching invite as well. So please do join us for that um, workshop this Saturday, the 13th. And other than that, I wish you a beautiful day. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. And yeah, stay with the momentum and build more energy.